May monthly forecast from the 1 Degree Outside Weather Network. Meteorologist Danielle here. We're going to start right off the bat with the jet stream. River of air high in the sky steers our storms and acts like a thermostat. What you're going to notice right off the bat is the northern stream and the southern stream, jet stream, do phase or come together at times over the course of the month of May and also strengthen. Matt talked about that at the end of April, heading into the month of May, that would happen. Look at the deeper yellows and oranges here. One disturbance towards the middle and end of this week. And then you notice the overall theme is a bump up in the jet stream over the west coast and multiple disturbances, albeit fast moving ones, from the Midwest stretching into New England with a carving out of that dip in the jet stream right on through the middle part of the month. You do notice it's more of a zonal flow, meaning west to east as we head towards mid-month, with then another dip that will dive into the west coast, the southern stream and northern stream kind of separating a little bit more during that time frame. That will result in below normal precipitation extending from the Pacific Northwest into the northern plains and perhaps the upper Midwest as well. They can actually use some precipitation in portions of the Tennessee River Valley and stretching into the Carolinas, so perhaps slightly above average in those areas. And then for us here at home, I do think this month ends up being wetter than April overall, which did end up below average. That said, we should be near normal, and the greatest chance of perhaps slightly above would be in northern New England. Boston average precipitation for the month of May is 3.25 inches. And again, we could use some, particularly through the mid-Atlantic, the East Coast, you notice in a deficit. The month of April, at least over the last 30 days, I should say, seeing about a third to 50% of the normal precipitation that we had. And then northern New England had a little bit more, particularly when you got across northern Maine. So those fast disturbances will help. Now, temperature-wise, it's above normal for much of the west coast, stretching into the central plains and the Rockies, down to the southern plains, through especially the third week of May. And then this dip, this trough, the cooler side of the jet stream pattern will mean below average temperatures for the northern plains, for the Midwest, the Great Lakes, and perhaps extending into the Northeast. So especially through mid-month, we get near or slightly cooler than average temperatures. So I do think we end up near normal in New England on average, though there will be very cold days at times, or cool days, because our average temperature is bumping up. For the month of May, it's 66.5 degrees for Boston, and the overnight lows are at about 50. So we're getting rid of the frost season, particularly in northern New England. We hang on to some cooler days through mid-month. That will mean some scattered frost potential. Somewhere like the urban centers may end up slightly above average for the month of May when you add in some of the warmer days that will push in because of the jet stream sitting right nearby. Track it all, of course, with our app. You get the 14-day forecast, have your alerts, notifications, location turned on in there, the one-stop shop for everything. We get the videos right at the top, the radar, the send to us tab, and our membership opportunities. We're so grateful for the continued support. 4 levels to choose from at membership.onedegreeoutside.com. Thanks so much for watching. We hope you enjoyed this 1 Degree Outside video.
Get exclusive content, support the mission at membership.onedegreeoutside.com. And don't forget, free and 5 stars on the App Store and Google Play. Search the number 1 Degree Outside Weather.